Now, the typical ungracious loser's speech from that Greens leader, Adam Bandt, in Melbourne yesterday. I couldn't believe what I was watching. What a dreadful man he is, showing the typical inability of the left to concede that they lost something. Bandt spent 20 minutes blaming everyone but himself as Labor voters kicked him out of a seat he has held since 2010. Now, bizarrely, he even suggested that people who had previously voted for him instead voted for the Labor Party to deny Peter Dutton a win. I mean, how twisted is this bloke's logic? Dutton, who has managed been fairly quiet since Saturday, immediately hit back with this comment: "No spin from Bandt can change the reality that he and other Greens lost their seats because of that appalling treatment of the Jewish community." He said people were disgusted at their behaviour, and they were. Bandt took the Greens down a radicalised, dangerous, and turning his back on, core interests like trees and the environment. He instead helped stoke hatred. He was no Bob Brown, never was, not even close. He held a seat that included places like North Fitzroy and Collingwood and Abbotsford. He was an inner-city Green activist, not an environmentalist. Respected Melbourne rabbi Daniel Rabin said Bandt had been a source of deep pain, adding, quote, "While we were grieving, 1,200 lives lost, including babies burned, women brutalised and families hunted down, you, as in Bandt, chose that day to accuse Israel of genocide." He added, quote, "While Jewish Australians felt afraid and alone, you stood silent or spoke in ways that made us feel erased." It's pretty hard to argue that assessment. So Bandt's gone. The Greens have lost 3 of 4 lower house seats, but sadly, they still have numbers in the Senate to push through Labor's agenda. The one thing newly confident Prime Minister Albanese could do is try and avoid using them if he does so at his own peril. No one wants the stain of the Greens on their CV.